PropertyEngine has many different search filters built in to help you quickly find different types of investment properties. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the different search filters that are available on the website. Now, when you first load up PropertyEngine, you'll see the list of properties here on the left, and you've got your search filters here at the top. Now, by default, it will only show you properties that are more than 40k. Now, to change that is really simple. All you've got to do is just click on this here, and you'll be able to change the asking price filter to whatever you want. So let's say I only want to see properties that are between 60k and 130k. And you can see here the different bars showing you the distribution of properties and what their asking price is. So here I've got 60 to 130k. I'm just going to press save, and that's going to show me properties that are between 60 and 130k. Now, to filter this down further, I can click on add filter here, and I can see all of the different filters that are available. Now, if I only want to see 2 to 3 bedroom houses, I can do that by clicking on property type. Houses is already selected, but if I wanted something else, I could choose that here. And to choose the bedrooms, I just go to add filter bedrooms, and I'm going to choose 2 to 3 bedrooms. And that's now showing me properties between 60 and 130k, houses, 2 to 3 bedrooms. Now, the filters down here towards the bottom help you find specific types of properties. For example, if you're looking to do a buy, refurbish, refinance, or a flip, you might want to look for properties that have been tagged as requiring modernisation. Now, it's worth noting that this will only show properties where the agent has explicitly said that the property is in need of modernisation. Sometimes the agents don't mention this in the description, and therefore it won't be displayed if you use this filter. But it's still useful nonetheless, because you can quickly get at the properties that are in need of modernisation. Now, to remove a filter, all you've got to do is just click on the X here. So I'm just going to get rid of this one for now, and I'm back to where I was. Let's have a look at some of the other filters that are available. The negative equity filter works by looking at what the current asking price is and compares it against what the last sold price of the property is. Now, this is only going to point out potential negative equity, and obviously it is dependent on the specific circumstances of the vendor, what the state of their mortgage is, but it's still useful to get a quick short list of leads where the vendor might be in negative equity. So I can click on this, and now I'm seeing these properties. Let's have a look at one of them here. If you scroll down, you'll see what the previously sold price is for this property, the difference from the asking price, and you've just got this little message here that highlights that the vendor may be in negative equity. But like I said earlier, you'll obviously need to do your own due diligence on this. Let's have a look at some of the other filters. Now, there's a couple of other filters down here that are again keyword matches. So if you want to find properties that are cash only, or where the agent has mentioned that it's cash only, these could be good investment opportunities. We've got no chain if you're looking to move quickly, and currently tenanted, where the property has a current tenant that's in situ. They might be a sitting tenant depending on how long they've been there, but the property has been advertised with a tenant, and therefore you'd probably be buying it with a tenant there. Finally, down here we've got the repossessed filter. This shows properties where the agent has publicly listed that they are in receipt of an offer, and they're required to do this if it is a repossession. So it's really handy here to see properties that are repossessed, because they can be really good investment opportunities. Now, towards the top here, we've got some other simple filters here which allow you to search based on the size of the property and the price per square foot. Now, you might want to do this if you've got a specific price per square foot in mind, if you've done some research into the area. So you can click on one of these here, and it's just like the other filters that we have over there, where you can just choose what price per square foot you want. Now, we don't have a price per square foot or square footage of a property for every property on the website, so you can choose here whether to show properties that have missing data, or whether you just want to see ones that have a price per square foot and are between this range. So I'm going to save this here, and now I'm going to see properties that are between 500 and 1,200 price per square foot. So that's a quick look at most of the filters there that help you quickly find properties. There's a couple more filters that I just want to quickly show you. We've got the labels filter here. This allows you to see properties that you've previously labeled or saved. So if I press on this, I can then click back onto labels and choose which label I want to view. So if I want to see properties that I've said I'm interested in, I can click on this. And because I've still got these other search criteria here, and none of the properties that I've labeled as interesting match these criteria, I'm going to remove these so that I can see the properties that I've previously saved. So here are the ones I'm interested in. If I wanted to see ones that I've said, there's too much work needed, I can click on this here, and I can choose multiple ones at the same time. And you can use labels to track where you are with different properties in the pipeline. So with this one here, if I have now moved on to book a viewing, I can swap this over to viewing booked, and it's going to disappear here because I haven't selected viewing booked. But if I click on this, viewing booked, save, I can now see it. And it's worth mentioning as well that you can quickly get at the properties that you've labeled by clicking on properties up here and then choosing a label. So if I want to see the ones I've said I'm interested in, there we go, viewing booked, and then too much work needed. I'll go through the labels in another video, but that's just a quick way of how to use the labels filter when you're searching for properties. Now the final filter that I want to show you is the near my location filter. This is primarily useful if you're browsing PropertyEngine on your phone or on a mobile device, because it shows you properties that are physically around where you are currently. So right now, let's say I'm in the centre of London. If I select near my location, it's going to show me properties that are the closest ones to me. Now this is super helpful if you're out and about viewing properties. Maybe you're walking down a road and you see a property for sale. You can select near my location on here, and it will show you all of the properties sorted by the ones that are closest to you. So the one that you see for sale will probably be right at the top. And this is great to be able to pull up the listings when you're out and about, break out the calculators to do a quick return on investment or see comparables. It's really useful. Now, besides the filters that we've just gone through, it's worth mentioning that you can also sort the list of properties in different ways. So by default, it's sorted by the lowest price first, but you can change that to see the highest price first or the newest added. So it will show you the latest ones, the oldest, and you can also sort by bedrooms and floor area as well. And that's it for a walkthrough of all the different filters that are available on PropertyEngine. As you can see, this is super helpful in order to really narrow down your search criteria and find your next investment property. I'll see you again for the next video.